Cash us out, ladies and gentlemen. We hit for 6X Saturday night in the NBA. Bang! We got them. Finally, 2 picks on the Hawks with CJ McCollum and Dyson Daniels. Kyle Kuzma hits over his line with ease. And then Chet Holmgren, man. Chet Holmgren didn't play. The last 2 times I tried to bet on Chet, he's just a healthy scratch from the lineup. I might just curse him. Like, every time I try to bet on him, he's like, oh, TJ, bet on me. He's scared. So he runs away. But it don't matter. We cash out for 6X. I knew it. I was telling about it in last night's video. I was saying, like, hey, we're so close. We've had like 3-in-1 days. We're really, really close, and we finally hit it. We're currently on a 9-2 run on my last 11 plays, and my best free play didn't play tonight, so it's still a 13-3 run on my best free plays. So, guys, we are on a crazy run right now. You need to be tailing me if you're not already, okay? I have 4 picks on the board for Sunday's NBA slate, so I'm feeling really, really good about today's plays. We're going to dive into the data, take a look at these plays, and back up my reasoning for why I'm taking these plays. But before we get into those plays, couple things to take care of. Guys, we're at 91 subscribers. We just passed 90 subscribers last video. So close to 100. Please subscribe, like this video if you are watching. It helps out my channel so much, and we are growing rapidly every single day, and your support means the world to me as I'm a newer channel trying to grow and rise the ranks. I appreciate all the support, so thank you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe on this video. I really do appreciate it. Also, go follow me on TikTok. Once I get to 50 followers, I will start going live on TikTok and start interacting with you guys as I'm doing my research for my picks each night. I'll go live for like 25, 30 minutes, talk to you guys. You guys can ask me questions about certain players you're feeling for that night. I can help give you some insight onto those plays with some data that I'm seeing from my end. So, with that being said, quickly, before we hop into these plays, if you are new to gambling or you haven't signed up for these platforms yet, you guys need to get on to Novig. Guys, Novig just recently changed their sign-up offer. So it used to be 100% deposit match on $25. It's now spend $5, get $50 to play with. So much more value for you guys. We talked about how Novig just recently raised a bunch of money, $75 million a couple weeks ago. They're now investing back and giving you all a much better sign-up offer. So if you've been holding off for a little bit and you're like, oh, I'm unsure about Novig, now's your time to sign up. Spend $5, get $50 when you use my code TEACH10 to unlock that. All right. What I love about Novig is it doesn't operate like a daily fantasy lineup book. So you don't have to submit multiple plays. You can play straight bets on there, so it operates more like a traditional sports book. So go sign up to Novig, and if you have not already, go sign up to Chalkboard. We recently have been taking 2-mans on Chalkboard in our last couple of videos. I'm going to keep doing that moving forward. I have another one for you guys tonight. But Chalkboard is offering you a free pick square and a 100% deposit match good for up to $100. So you deposit $100 of your own dollars, Chalkboard will give you another $100 to play with as well. They also do daily drops every single day on the app where they hand out profit boosts like they are candy. It is crazy. They give like $25 free entry, $50 free entry, 10% NBA boost, 50% payout boost for any sport. It is crazy how much value they give you. I'll show you later. It's insane. But links for Novig and Chalkboard will be in the description below this video, so you can go sign up. Super easy if you have not already. Go take advantage of all that free value. Now, let's hop into these plays for this Sunday, starting off with my favorite play of the day. It's Cade Cunningham over 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, Cade has gone over this line on 40.5 in 6 of his last 10 games, actually hitting 3 of his last 5, averaging about 43 PRA over those last 10, so it's about 2.5 over where the line is currently set at, so that feels good. The Detroit Pistons are going up against the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat are 20th in points allowed, second worst in the league, and 29th in rebounds allowed, and 16th in assists allowed. At the point guard position, one of, if not the worst team in the league. They're right up there with the Mavericks. The Mavericks are also terrible. Look at this. 27th in points allowed, dead last in rebounds and assists allowed. All signs are pointing to us taking the over on this. A ton of green. Probably the best matchup you could possibly have at the point guard position. And Cade Cunningham has been a beast recently. gone over this line 62% of his games on the season, heading at about 60% in his last 10, so trending right in line with that head-to-head. He has gone over this line against the Heat in his last 4 games he has played against them, 4 of his last 6 overall. In the 2 games where he did miss, he was just under about 38 and 37 in those 2 games, but other than that, I mean, the most recent game, he had a 50 burger, right? All the other ones, he's gone for 40 plus. So I love this matchup for Cade. Playing extremely well, hits against the Miami Heat as well. Incredible matchup at the point guard position. Feeling really, really good about this play. That is why I love this play for over 40.5 PRA. Now, for play number 2, we have Alex Sarr is back from injury. Over 22.5 PRA. He hasn't played in over a month. As you can see here, his last game was on February 8th. He's returning on March 8th. So a month to date exactly, he's returning back into the lineup. But over his last 10 that he did play, he did hit in 9 of 10 where he hit this line of 22.5. Also, Tristan Vucevic will miss his 4th straight game Sunday. So Vucevic was starting in place of Alex Sarr, and Julian Reese was the backup. Now Sarr will be coming back to start in the lineup, and Reese will still stay as the backup. But the Wizards are going up against the New Orleans Pelicans, who are one of the worst teams in the league. 27th in points allowed, 24th in rebounds allowed, 27th in assists allowed, so bottom third of the league. Against the center position, one of, if not the worst team against centers. 28th in points allowed, dead last in rebounds allowed, second to last in assists allowed. Pretty much the worst team in the league at the center position. That is just overall terrible. So a ton of green there at the center position. A great matchup for Alex Sarr coming back off of injury. Probably the best matchup you could possibly have against the worst team that defends centers. So a good matchup for him to get back healthy and get a confidence boost and put up some stats. So also, he has gone, like I mentioned, he's gone over this line 9 of his last 10, where he was averaging about 29.5 PRA. So, well over the line it's set at. I know it's his first game back for injury, so that's probably why the line is set a little bit lower. We don't know exactly if he'll play a full game's worth of minutes as what he was playing before he got hurt. So, I do understand that there is some risk there, obviously. But, I mean, if he's healthy and he's good to go, we've got an incredible matchup. I don't see this being an issue for him going over. I think this should be a bit of a breeze. So, love this play for Alex Sarr, over 22.5 PRA. Now, for play number 3, we have Stephon Castle, under 26.5 PRA. And some of you might gasp at that and you're like, what? Under for Stephon Castle? I get it. This dude has been playing his ass off the entire season. Just absolutely incredible breakthrough season for him. But let's take a look at the data. He's gone under this line of 26.5 in 7 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging just about 24.5 PRA. So about 2 under where the line is currently set at for this game. The unders actually hit in 5 of his last 6 games. So the big reason why this is a little bit lower of a line, going up against the Houston Rockets. We all know the Rockets are one of the best defensive teams in the league. 3rd in points allowed, 2nd in rebounds, 2nd in assists allowed, all top 3 overall in each of the 3 major stat categories. Against the point guards, very similar story. 2nd in points allowed, 4th in rebounds allowed, 7th in assists allowed. A ton of green here at this position matchup. A great matchup against Stephon Castle. So far all 3 plays that we have shown, great matchups at each of the 3 positions for their respective props. I feel really good about this one for Stephon Castle as well. Head-to-head on the season, he's only gone under actually 35% of the time. You can see more recently he's been going under. You can see overall kind of just a slight trend down. It's not that noticeable, but if you kind of pay attention just a little bit, he's had some outlier games here and there, sure. That will happen, but overall, you kind of just see these peaks kind of come down recently, averaging about 28 PRA on the season, but that trend is kind of slowly coming down. Head-to-head, he actually has played very well against the Rockets in the last 4 matchups. But the 3 matchups prior, he did not do very much at all back in 2024. But I know he has gone over all 3 times this season, so You might be like, well, doesn't that concern you? Sure. But he's also only gone over, the last 2 times he's barely gone over by like 1 or 2. Playing less minutes recently. We still have a fantastic matchup at the point guard position. So that's what I'm sticking with. Also, Stephon Castles failed to exceed 26.5 PRA in 6 of his last 7 games versus top 10 defenses for assists allowed. So I'll take that all day. The one game here he did go over was against the Detroit Pistons. They're actually kind of surprising. We're a very good team. So, but look at this. I mean, all these top teams that he's gone against, he just hasn't been able to quite get there. He came close against the Suns one time back in February, but I mean, even as of recent, like in the last week or so, look, literally 3 times in the last week, it's happened. Literally, I believe that's the last game that he played in against the Clippers. If we go here, yeah. So do with that what you will. I like the matchup to go under. I'm favoring it just right there under the line. So that's play number 3 for Sunday. Moving on to play number 4 to round us out. It's Tari Eason under 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Eason has gone under this line of 18.5 in 7 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging just about 17 PRA, so about 1.5 under the line that's currently set at for this matchup. He's had 3 kind of outlier games mixed in here, where he's had a mid to high 20s point performance against one of the worst teams in the league, another bad team, and then one really good team. He had a good game where he had a double-double. So, other than that, outside of that, if he's playing a tougher opponent, he kind of chokes under pressure. Even though they're not a good opponent, sometimes he just doesn't hit under. But going up against the San Antonio Spurs, Spurs are 7th in points allowed, 11th in rebounds, and 11th in assists allowed overall at the power forward position. So very similar story. 10th in points allowed, 12th in rebounds allowed, 12th in assists allowed. So about top third of the league overall, sitting right there. As you can see recently here against the San Antonio Spurs against power forwards as of recent, look at their last 10 matchups against power forwards. Only 1 power forward has gone over, and that was Danny Wolf. Other than that, if your name's not Danny Wolf, you haven't gone haven't gone over this. Excuse me. So I feel really good about that. They've just been locking down power forwards recently. Tari Eason doesn't really stick out to me in any way. So I think he continues to go under. Again, he's failed to exceed 18.5 PRA in 5 of his last 6 games, where he's averaging just 15.5 overall. So that's 3 under the line that's currently set at. So we got some margin there. I think we have a slight edge with this play at the power forward position for Tari Eason based on how the Spurs have been defending power forwards overall as of recently. So that is why I love this play to round us out for Sunday's picks. Now, let's quickly review this lineup, and then I'll show you the chalkboard 2-man that I'm taking from these 4 plays. We're going with Cade Cunningham over 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists, my favorite play for Sunday. Alex Sarr over 22.5 PRA. Stephon Castle over 26.5 PRA. Tari Eason under 18.5 PRA. So those are my 4 plays for Sunday. Now, quickly, before we get on out of here, my chalkboard 2-man for this NBA Sunday. We're taking Cade Cunningham over 41.5 PRA. So the line on chalkboard is 41.5 currently. I still like the line at 41.5. Obviously, it's not as great as 40.5, but I still will take it there. Alex Sarr over 22.5 PRA. Now, what I like about this, most apps, if you place a 2-man on Underdog or PrizePicks, you're getting a flat 3x rate on chalkboard. You're getting a 3.24. Now, obviously, you're getting some better odds juiced up with the 41.5 instead of 40.5. I get that. But even if you didn't, you probably still get over a 3x payout. Guys, over the long run, that makes a huge difference. It might not seem like much for one play that you or one 2-man lineup that you submit, but if you're doing this continually, and if you're a person that loves hitting submitting 2-mans, this is for you guys. Take your plays on chalkboard. Dude, I went to the chalkboard app. I didn't even do anything to earn this, and I just had a $25 free entry sitting in there. And I was like, oh, perfect. I'm going to use that. I'm not telling you guys about this value on chalkboard just for the sake of it and just for me promoting it. It's crazy how much value they give you in terms of free entries, profit boost, 50% profit boost, $25, $50 free entries. It's I'm like shocked. I'm like, how does this company make money? But it's incredible. Guys, over the long run, you're getting a much better payout on Chalkboard. Go sign up and use my code TEACH10 to unlock all these amazing perks on Chalkboard. So that is my two-man for Chalkboard, and these are my 4 plays for this Sunday. Lastly, if you guys are not signed up to Pikkit yet, what Pikkit does is it syncs up all of your sportsbooks, puts them in one spot so you can see your combined record and balances across all the different sportsbooks apps that you use. So you're not juggling between all your different apps. Pikkit will organize everything for you, especially if you're gambling on sports a lot, like almost every single day. You guys need to stay organized and stay on top of your game. We all know there's ups and downs in this with gambling. Most people lose more than you win. Pikkit's actually paying new users $3 or $100 directly to their Venmo or PayPal when you sign up to the app using my promo code TEACH10 and syncing up a sportsbook that has 10 or more bets placed on it. They will give you that deposit, no catch at all, no subscription service you got to sign up for, no one-time fee you have to pay. They're just going to pay you one time. Free shot at $100. I don't know about you guys, but I like free money. I know you do too. Okay, that is all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for Monday picks.